All right, here we go with 6th grade Excel, lesson number 52. We're going to learn about dividing decimals by whole numbers today and converting percents to decimal numbers. This shouldn't be too tricky. When the dividend is a decimal number, that's the number on the inside, the decimal placement, the placement of the digits in the quotient to the answer is very important in order to have the decimal in the correct place. You should always be in a habit. I've talked to you about this before when you're doing a division problem, of lining the digits up directly above, in the answer directly above the problem. When you are dividing by a whole number, the decimal in the quotient should be directly above where it is in the dividend. The decimal point is right here. The decimal point is going to be right there in the quotient, directly above it. Check each division problem with multiplication. The number of decimal places in the quotient should be the same as the number of places in the dividend. Do not put a decimal in the partial products. All right, here we go. So what all that means is it's going to look like this. Let's take a look at how they did this first problem. This is 15.68 divided by 2. First thing we do is we take that decimal point, put it straight up there on the top line, and then we just do the division problem as we normally would do any division problem. So we do 15 divided by 2 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. Bring down the 6. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. Bring down this 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. There's no remainder. So the answer is 7.84. Then what they did is multiplied right here to check their answer. They did this times this, and they got 15.68, which matches up with that, the dividend in the problem. So that's most likely means that you have the correct answer. All right, the problems here are all blank for you guys, but the problems are written out in word form right here. So we're going to go ahead and fill in these problems. 2.548 divided by 4. 2.548 divided by 4. Go ahead and write that on your paper. And now let's go ahead and do this first one together. Take the decimal point first and put it up on the top line for your quotient, and it goes straight up. Then we say, how many times does 4 go into 2? It's not going to go into 2. 2 divided by 4 is 0. So we're going to join these two together and make it 25. 25 divided by 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Go ahead and do that on your paper. You get 1. Bring down the 4. If I'm going too fast for you, just pause the video. 14 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract and get, not 0, but subtract and get 2. Bring down the 8. We've got 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract and get 0. Check the answer by doing 0.637 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And remember from our other lesson that there are 3 numbers on the right side of the decimal point, none here, so we have to have 3 on the right side of the decimal point here. 2.548, 2.548. It matches up. All right, pause the video and do number 3 on your own. Turn the video back on after you're finished with just number 3. You're going to do 0.96 in here, divided by 16. All right, first thing we do, put the decimal point straight up. And then we're going to do how many 16s go into 9? 0. Make sure you get that 0 in there as a placeholder. And then how many 16s go into 96? Well, this is kind of a guess and check situation. We don't know our 16s times tables, at least I don't, maybe you do. And so we're just going to take a guess here and see if we can get it right. How about 5? 6 times 5 is 30, carry the 3. That's 80. I wonder if it can go in again. Let's try 16 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36, carry the 3. Hey, 96, 96, there it is. So 6 would be the answer, and it comes out to be 96, 0. So let's check this by doing 16 times 0.06. We already know that 16 times 6 is 96, but we have to move the decimal point over 2 spots for the 2 spots in the question. 0.90, not 0.93, 0.96, 0.96 comes out the same. All right, pause the video, do number 4, then turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. 1.26 divided by 3. Decimal point goes straight up. 3 does not go into 1. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Bring down the 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And that's 0. So the answer is 0.42. Let's check it and see if that comes out right. 2 times 3 is 6 and 4 times 3 is 12. We need to move the decimal point over 2 spots for right there. 1.26 matches up, looking good. All right, now we're going to talk about changing percents into decimals. So to change a percent to a decimal number, first drop the percent symbol and get rid of that. And then convert the percent to a fraction using the percent as a numerator and the 100 as a denominator. This can be done because percent means parts per 100. 48% means 48 out of 100. Write in the numbers given in words and convert each percent to a decimal number. So 48% is 48 hundredths, which is equal to 48 hundredths, 0.48. Let's do number 6. 7% is equal to 7 hundredths, and the way we write 7 hundredths is 0.07. Go ahead and do that on your paper. Okay, 30%, everybody write 30% here. Pause the video, see if you can change this into a decimal by first changing into a fraction out of 100 and then writing that as a decimal number. So what you should have done is 30% is 30 out of 100, which is equal to 0.30, and that 0 is meaningless, so 0.3 is good enough. 93%, go ahead and write that. Pause the video, see if you can change that into a decimal. All right, you should have put 93 hundredths, which is what that means. Percent means that percent is out of 100, and this is 93 hundredths as well. All righty, so I believe that's it, and thank you for watching.